Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you like more cartoon news and shenanigans, ask you to please subscribe to my channel. In fact, do it right now so you don't forget about it later. And I thank you very much for that, guys. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. 625, guys. We're so close. We're so close. We're getting there day by day. So if you'd like to chip in and hit that red subscribe button today, thank you very much. Today, we are talking about actually some anime news, hopefully. So as you guys know, I don't usually do these kinds of videos, but I am a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! You remember that game? It's time to duel. Yes, you might remember that old cartoon slash anime. Well, it came from Japan, so mostly an anime. But huge fan right here. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm going to say anywhere from 6 days out of 7 days of the week, maybe. Even today, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I use a program called EDO Pro. EDO Pro, very good program. We're currently waiting for something called Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Right now, there's no way to play the official card game. You know how Hearthstone has their own simulator. Pokemon has their own simulator. Yu-Gi-Oh! For some unholy reason never had a simulator. There is this other game called Duel Links, but I don't play that one. But Master Duel, this is what it looks like. It's coming out soon. Maybe next year, who knows? But it does have over 10,000 cards, which is really good. So it's going to have almost every card in the game. Probably going to be some pay-to-win elements. But we're not here to talk about this. I do like talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I could probably talk about this for another hour if I didn't stop myself. But yeah. No, we're going to talk about this. So if you guys don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works, every couple years, there's a new series, a brand new series for Yu-Gi-Oh! So we had the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Then there was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, which focused on fusions. You guys remember Elemental Heroes? Elemental Hero Blade Edge and Wingman and, Clayman, Stratos, Spinatrix, Sparkman. Oh, yeah, how could I forget Sparkman? Elemental Hero Avion. There you go. We got all the originals. So all these Elemental Heroes, fusion monsters were the big gimmick of Season 2 GX, right? Or sorry, not Season 2, the second series. Third series, they brought out these white cards called Synchros, and you had to use tuner monsters to make Synchros. Then they had XYZ monsters, or sometimes called XZs, XYZ, XZs. Those ones were interesting. You had to stack monsters of the same level, and then you make this black card, and those were really powerful. Even to this day, I actually think XYZ and Link monsters are the most powerful in the entire game. I think Synchro, Fusion, not as powerful as they once were. But so those are really, really good. And then they had Arc 5. Okay, now Arc 5, actually, maybe I should go Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Yeah, maybe I should show off some of these. They had these pendulums. Now, this was one of the most oh boy, I can't stand pendulums. I got to be real with you guys. So pendulum monsters, they had 2 different text boxes. They can be monsters and they could be spell cards. It was just this whole nonsense. I can't stand pendulums. I wish they never made them. But then they had pendulums for a little while. I hate them. And then they brought out Link monsters with Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards Link, right? Here we go. There you go. Those are Link monsters, and they have special arrows, and you make those monsters, and then monsters that point to the arrows get kind of bonus effects, kind of. So cool stuff there, right? I'm just trying to explain it for somebody who's never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, what the heck I'm even talking about. But yeah, they had different animes, right? So Yu-Gi-Oh! All anime. Let's see if any kind of images. Yeah, you could see the different protagonists here, right? So we had Yugi from the original. Then you had, Jaden, who focused on fusions. And there's an elemental hero, just like I was talking about. Yusei, and he has his Stardust Dragon, which is a synchro monster. Remember I said that too? There's Yuma with I forgot. It's one of the number Utopic Hope or something like that. I can't remember the name. Then there's Yuya with his pendulums, Odd Eyes Dragon. And then you got Yusaku with Firewall Dragon. So it's been a while. So Vrains ended up like sort of ending early. It was a whole thing. There was like all kinds of animation stuff. They had a whole bunch of recap episodes in Vrains, you know. And so Vrains ended on a weird note. So it's been a while since we've had a Yu-Gi-Oh show, right? It's been a while. Vrains, when did Vrains end? Let's just find out here. Vrains end Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's see. Ending explained. No. Did Yu-Gi-Oh's Vrains end? So 2019. Actually, that wasn't that long ago. But yeah, it's been a couple years. So Yu-Gi-Oh, notoriously known for having, those 6 series that I mentioned, those had multiple seasons. They went on for years, you know what I mean? So even though it was just six different series, those went on from the early 2000s to 2019 here. The series ended on September 25th, 2019. So now we're heading into 2022. People are wondering, hey, it's been a while since we've got new stuff for the regular card game. Konami has recently come out with something called Rush Duels. Let's see here. Rush Duels. Like this, right? So Rush Duel, it's kind of like this faster. It's like this hypersonic faster version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you get to draw a bunch of cards every single turn. I think it's like 5, right? I've never played it myself. It's mostly in Japan right now. I think it's eventually coming here. But basically, you draw a bunch of cards every turn, and it keeps the game sort of like fresh. And there's Pot of Greed. Beautiful. And yeah, so it's cool. They took like a whole bunch of the artworks from the original. Like there's Summon Skull, right? You guys might recognize like Jinzo. And I don't know, if you're an older fan, there's Dark Magician. You have to recognize Dark Magician. I'm sure Blue Eye. Oh, and there's the Blue Eyes. Yeah, there you go. So there's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Probably the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card ever made. Actually, Pot of Greed might be more recognizable. That'd be interesting. And there's Dark Magician Girl. I actually don't. Which card is that one? I'm not sure which card that is. But a lot of these are very, very recognizable. And this is Rush Duel. This is in Japan. So Rush Duel has an anime, right? So they call it Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. So there was 6 previous animes. Then they kind of called it Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, implying that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens was the 7th. But here's the problem. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens features a different card game. So a lot of people like me who watched the first 6 shows, we're all just like, I don't care about Rush Duels. That's for children. Guys, I gotta be honest. This game feels more like aimed. Like, I guess the original card game was aimed at children. I myself picked it up, the original Yu-Gi-Oh, when I was a kid. So, yeah, it is for both games are for children technically. But let's be real. The original card game is for the adults. All of us who grew up. If you guys are watching like YouTubers who are making all the content these days, it's guys who are in their 20s and 30s, maybe even 40s now. Who are making Yu-Gi-Oh content, right? Like MBT, Simo, except Farfa. Like these are all guys over their 20s, right? Probably. I think they're all over their 20s anyway. But yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. So Rush Duels was very much more kid-friendly. So if we look at the protagonist, Rush Duel anime, you could see that the new character... all Yu-Gi-Oh protagonists, he's much more kid-friendly looking. Let's look here, right? Like these are a bunch of the old characters. These 6 are from like the older ones. I guess Yuya kind of looks a little bit, more kid-friendly. But the newest character, I don't even know the new guy's name here for Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, but he looks very like this is a great image. To showcase. You look at Yugi Moto from the original series, and he's very artistically done in a very mature way. Same with most of these other, especially Yusei. Yusei had the most, I think Yusei was the oldest out of all the protagonists. He was like 16, I think, 14, I can't remember. Yusei was the oldest one out of all of them, and it was a much more mature show, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D is very mature show. Um, and then it was weird because then the next series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, they just go right back to being like a very child-friendly show. But towards the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, it does kind of get very mature. Arc 5, I didn't like it. They do these action thing. It's like they're running around. They have to like run around and grab action cards that change the outcome of the duel. I just hated it. And I also hate pendulum monsters. So there you go. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, this one had a very messy anime that just didn't even conclude properly in many people's opinions. And then we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. And look at how child-friendly this character looks compared to some of the others, right? Very, very childish-looking character. Now, I guess you could say Yuya is also kind of childish, but he has just a completely different art style. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens just has a kitty, a very kid like look at the characters, right? Like these are some of the characters, very kid-like show. This kind of honestly, if I closed my eyes and didn't know this was Yu-Gi-Oh!, I'd probably say this is like Beyblades or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, so very kiddie kind of looking show here. So it's aimed at children. The news that I'm trying to bring you guys here. Wow, I rambled on. How long did I go for? 11 minutes. Basically, so a lot of people, just to summarize, I feel like I kind of rambled there, but just to summarize, so a lot of people don't really see Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens as the continuation it's like they split the fan base. You know what I mean? Like, it's like Pokemon. It's like I don't know what they did here. The original Pokemon games, and then there was a split timeline, and it's kind of Legend of Zelda. They have like a split timeline. This is what's going on here. So it's like Rush Duels is its own little thing, and then we have the main game, which is called Master Duel, I guess is what they're calling that now. Or the Master Game. I don't know. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, okay? The one where like all the crazy combos that go on for 10 minutes occurs. That's the card game. So people see this, and we got this new thing here called Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. And there's been some speculation. What is Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush? So I believe they what's it called? Copyrighted it. Let's read this little quick tidbit here. So we're on YuGiOhOrganization.com. Article by Neo Arcadia. And there's the logo. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Shueisha is the company that owns Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball and all those show and jump kind of, One Piece, etc., has filed a new patent for Yu-Gi-Oh! Related property called Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. So people are thinking that maybe this is the anime that's maybe it's gonna take elements of Rush Duel and put them in the main game, which I'm a little bit concerned about. But we're going to read a little bit more here. It is not clear what this patent is intended for, but it is extremely broad and general use. How general use, one may ask? A general brief glimpse seems to indicate it covers everything from video games to trading cards to erasers to lemon squeezers to meat pies to aprons, to mahjong, I think that's how you pronounce that, to garters and lingerie. Man, there's some words in here. Basically, they threw this at everything, but it looks like an anime. So, yeah, this is the thing, right? Is this an anime or is this a video game? Let's keep going here. But it could easily be a patent for an upcoming anime or a similar project they plan to merchandise. We'll keep more people informed as further news and developments become available. So right now, this news just dropped today, right? So some people are a little bit scared here. Some people are a little scared. Are they going to be fusing Rush Duels with the other card game, the Master Duel, the original card game? Are they trying to fuse them together and make like two different animes? So we're gonna have Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, and then we're gonna have a different show where the main character plays the old card game, and maybe there's a new mechanic where they try and sort of bring in the Rush Duel players or something. I don't know. Maybe they're going to change the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! In Yu-Gi-Oh! There's something called Master Rules or Master Revisions where they change certain things. So in the here's an example. In the original Yu-Gi-Oh! When you activated a field spell, right? A field spell, and your opponent activated a field spell, it would destroy your field spell and it'd get sent to the graveyard because there could only be one field spell. Then they changed it so each player can have one field spell each, right? So each player, 1 and 1. But then they changed it from just having one where both players could have one each. So could they make a Master Rule 6 or Master Rule 7 where they change the game to be more like Rush Duels, where every turn you draw 5 cards? I don't know. Some people say this just could be a video game, but it's been enough time enough time has passed where this could be the next anime. And I'm a little bit scared about this. I don't like Rush Duels. I gotta say that flat out. I am not a fan of Rush Duels. So I hope this is just a video game. Oh man, please be a video game. Oh god. But I'm a little bit scared when they say like how it's a very broad and general use. Like, are the video game patents that broad? Like, what the hell are lemon squeezer? What the heck is a lemon squeezer? I don't know. But erasers, at least. Erasers I could see, I'm sure there's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician Girl erasers. Actually, if I Google that, what do you think? Dark Magician Girl eraser? Is that a thing? I wonder if it's a thing. It's probably a thing. It has to be a thing. somewhere in the world there is a Dark Magician Girl eraser, or like something. I don't know. I'm sure they have figures for sure. Figure, yeah. There's gonna be like a million that pop up. Yeah, there you go. There's figures at least. Oh, I like that chibi one. That's pretty cute. But yeah. Back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Article here, just to close up. Let me know your thoughts, right? Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is just a video game? Do you even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore? Do you have any idea what I'm even talking about in this video? Did you watch every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime? Or if this is a new anime, are you planning to watch this one? Are you even watching Rush Duels? There's so many things you guys could talk to me. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So definitely feel free to comment me in the comment section down below. Anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe someday I'll just like play you guys on stream and we'll just do Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. But yeah, for sure, EDO Pro right now. If you guys want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And get back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, download a program called EDO Pro, and it's a simulator that has all the cards, and you can just make a deck and just go bananas, play online right from your PC. So really cool stuff. Again, I'm a little scared that they're going to merge Rush Duels with the original game, and I don't know, imagine drawing 5 cards every turn in the original game. That would be broken as all hell, right? It can't just be me who would think that. I think that would just break the game. But yeah, you got to let me know your thoughts. All the thoughts. Every thought you have on this. Again, a little scared. But let me know your thoughts. Please like the video. Please share the video. And please subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000. And I would really appreciate it, guys. That's all from me. Peace out. Bye-bye.